Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. Alright, so for today, what we got in store is, remember in the last video, uh, not the last one, the radiator video where the condenser was leaking? So I finally decided I'm just going to pull the trigger. So what I'm going to do is I have a condenser right here, and I also have the um, expansion valve. So with those things, I'll be able to replace it, fix that, and yeah, man. Keep in store, man. We have a lot of videos planned. I got, I got the cartboy shifter kit, new intercooler, aero separator. I'm still gonna finish the exhaust, suspension. There's so much stuff I need to do on this car, and I'm planning on getting it all done before the 13th. I have something to do on the 13th, and I want to bring the car with. So, yeah, man, let's go ahead and tear right into this thing. Alrighty then, you guys. So, I know it's kind of dumb because I just installed the radiator, so now there's hella coolant in here, and it's just kind of like, well, now it's kind of like a wasted coolant, right? Well, this actually has a pretty nice drain plug, so we'll be able to reuse it since it's easy to get to. And we also have a syringe that we're going to use to suck out the top. Because while we do this, I got a couple other things for it. But yeah, so we're going to take out this, reuse the coolant. And also, if you remember in the other video, I said this looked kind of close. Well, when this expanded, it was rubbing against this, so it's got a fat gouge in it. I used some zip ties just to move it out the way to make it easier for me to move it just back and forth a little bit, because I didn't take it on a drive. I was way too scared that it was gonna burst. So I think what we should do right now. Oh, I also have another hose for this. My bad. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I have another hose for this, and we're gonna use this fucked up one. We're gonna chop it, and we're gonna see how much we have to cut off, because it's the same brand, it's Gates and everything, and we're gonna see exactly how much we need to take off to make sure that we get the angles correct. So yeah, let's go ahead and tear right into this. Alrighty then, you guys. So real quick, I just wanted to say before you guys start roasting me in the comments, yes, I know I just installed this radiator and it's all got brand new coolant, but look, I didn't know that the condenser was bad at the time, but here I am trying to make up for it. And sorry if you can't really hear me that well, there's a lot of cars coming by. So we're gonna try to reuse the coolant in this, and I'm just gonna save you guys the hassle of watching me do this, because it was literally in my radiator video. So if you want to see how to take this apart, go to my radiator video. I got nice tips on there on how to take this out. But yeah, I'm just gonna skip to it being out of the car. All right then, here we go. So we got it all out. We got the lines disconnected. It only had a little bit of Freon left, so it just, you know, actually, what am I saying? I forgot. I got it completely extracted. But yeah, man, so we got a little hose over here. It's a 10 mil bolt here, and then a 10 mil bolt there. And then we could take the whole thing out, and then as you can see, it was leaking right there. So, now let's go ahead and take that out, and then it looks like we have to kind of remove these plastic clips, and then maybe we can peel it a little bit back to get the bolts that are on either side that are holding the condenser in. But after we do that, then we'll move over here to the expansion valve. That one looks easier. It looks like it's just a rubber seal around it instead of a metal, really tight metal brim. Oh yeah, that's just foam, that's easy. So we could take that off. Obviously I'm gonna need to take the intercooler off. But yeah, we'll take that off. Then we'll hook everything else up, and we'll be all good. Well, boys, this thing fucked us. So, if you look right here, you see that little, you can't even see that shit that well on here. Well, in here, yeah, you see that border right there? I think the nipple on this line broke off in there. I was trying to slowly get it off and it just broke. You can see it's hella corroded. The tip of it's sharp, so it definitely broke off in there. The weird thing is though is like I can't, like I'm trying to like, you know, scoop it out just so I can stare at the guy that fucked my whole afternoon up. Yeah, it's like stuck in there. You see like the old O-ring and shit in here too. It's honestly kind of crazy how it corroded like that. Yeah, I mean, I still haven't fully checked. I'm about to, hold on, sorry for the white balance, y'all. Ooh. All right, so I'm gonna open this up, the condenser. I'm gonna take a peek at the high side and I'm gonna see exactly what it's looking like. If it looks the same, I'll grab a steel brush, clean that up to look and see, because if it has the O-ring section, I mean, it kind of would work, but so, fuck. This video is going to be left off because I need to get another high side line. So in just a second for you, or probably a couple days for me, you're gonna see me replace the line and then we'll finally replace the condenser. All right, guys, welcome back. All right, so I don't know what the last clip was. All I know is it's from the condenser video. So that was about, I'd say like a week ago at this point. But here we go, man. We got ourselves a real genuine part right here. This has our AC line that broke off of the Subaru. So we're gonna go ahead, replace that, replace the expansion valve as well while we're at it. All the O-rings there. We're gonna replace the Schrader valves, and that should be about it. Hopefully it's an easy install. So far, all I know is I need to take out the fuel line. So let's go ahead and meet me at the car. Come on. Alrighty then, you guys, so here we are. Here's the line, brand new thing, and it's gonna be replacing this old one. I don't know why this one's black. I guess that's just how it was at the factory. But yeah, so we're just gonna snake that all the way out from right there to the expansion valve. So I already have the expansion valve right here. Looks like I'm gonna need to take apart some of my AOS and then some of both of my fuel lines, and hopefully that's it. Because yeah, man, it doesn't look like a lot of space. I also took out my Breakmaster brace. That one, I actually broke 2 of the bolts on that when I first bought it and installed it, and I tightened it way too much and I broke the heads off the bolts. But I just drilled them out. I just took them out, tapped them. They're good. So I just need to get some replacement bolts for that, but you probably won't see that in this video, just giving you an update. But yeah, man, so let's go ahead. Let's take out this stupid ass line and get back to the install. All right, then you guys. So I took out the expansion valve and I'm not liking what I'm seeing here. There's so much like rust and like dirt, debris in there. But the thing is where did it come from? All the components of this system are aluminum. The only thing I can think of is there's rust breaking off from inside the compressor that's sending it through the whole system. And it's bad. So it's not coming through the high side. It's all on the low side. I just saw it throughout this whole line. And if, from what I remember correctly, it's supposed to pump in from the low. Yeah, so it's like pulling it from the evaporator. So hopefully the evaporator isn't plugged up. If it is, then this sounds like it's a more expensive project than what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be a simple condenser, and now look at this, I'm changing a line, and now there's something fucked up in the rest of the system. So I'm just gonna replace what I have. And then we'll see how it runs. But first, let's get to replacing. Alrighty then, you guys, so sorry about that. My camera ended up dying, but we got the line off right here, a little crusty ass line. So what you want to do, if you ever have to do this, I hope you don't, you have to remove your fuel lines, remove the accessory harness. You have to make sure you move the bracket right here, move this vacuum line, Also, you have to remove your negative cable and your starter battery that goes onto your starter, and then you'll be able to fish it out. If you have an AOS like me, you got to remove all your AOS lines from the canister just to make it easier to move the thing around the way. And also your brake master, your brake booster vacuum line. Remove that and you should be good. And if you have a brace for your brake master, you're probably gonna need to remove that too to make this bracket that my fuel pressure regulator's on all loose so you can move stuff out the way. But yeah, man, honestly, not as bad as I thought. So I'm just gonna clean the frame rail a little bit because it's disgusting right there. I'm gonna clean it a little bit and then we're gonna put the new line in and slap everything back together. Let's get to it. Alright then, you guys, so right here you want to make sure you get it clipped onto this little clamp right here. There's one in the back over there too. Make sure you connect your sensor before you clip it in so it's easier. And yeah, man, there we go. Looks like it's all good. I think it went that high up there. I'm not really too sure looking at this one. Yeah, I think it did. Either way, it's whatever. Let's go ahead. We're gonna tighten back up the expansion valve and the hoses that go there, and then we'll hook everything else back up. So you guys saw me unhook it. Now I'll just do it in reverse order. Ready, set, go. All right, there we go. So we got the radiator put in, we got the condenser right here in the front all put in, and thankfully we did not break anything else. Yeah, man, so I have no clue how long the AC is gonna work well for, just because of all the, like, the suction line from the high side that goes into the condenser. That shit, it's dirty as hell. So I have no idea how long it's gonna last. I mean, the expansion valve can clog and then it can cause it to not properly actuate, and then, you know, it could like be mediocre or free or frozen, you know, who knows. The condenser could get clogged up, the evaporator can get clogged up, the compressor can fail. It's honestly anyone's game right now, but I said fuck it, we're gonna put it back together. It is together, and yeah, man, so I gotta go take this to the shop to go put some air in. But yeah, so that's it for this episode. You're gonna basically see all the results of all the videos soon. I'm probably gonna do like a little vlog thing to the lake, because this is what I'm doing all this for. I set myself a deadline to get this done before doing something this weekend. So I'll basically make an update video of driving, like how the shifter feels, how the fuel pressure regulator feels, the intakes, everything. I'm gonna be uploading the Stage 1 Plus SF tune onto it. And yeah, man, so thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, drop a comment too. It really helps out the channel. And thank you to everyone who's joined me and stayed and stuck with me all the way to the end so far. You guys are the best. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.